With a cat.
Mothership.
Is that on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's eating diarrhea.
Oh.
It's true. It's delicious, though. Don't knock it till you try it. Last time, you guys were offered a job by Monarch during one of your first visits to this place. First, you heard just over the general loudspeakers of this place that Bob should be located and shot.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't really inquire into that much farther, as it appears Monarch will not really give you details unless you agree to accept these contracts. She also offered
It was on floor 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Or 3?
4.
What
was?
4?
The other thing was on 3.
The Bob.
Yeah, there was something else on 3, that's right. But,
3.3.
The fractal sculpture was on
Yeah.
3.3.
No, I don't think she said where Bob was.
4th floor.
I think my recollection was 4 as well, but I could be wrong.
I'm gonna mark Bob 4. I didn't mark Bob
Bob is
previously.
probably long gone at this point, but
It was
you
the
could find
same. It was like a day ago.
yeah.
Though I imagine if Bob heard it, he would have left.
That's
But
true.
Bob
you guys
may
did leave
be-
and come back.
Bob may be sort of Jimmy-ish, in that he may be there more than we might expect.
He is a Jimmy-like.
I'm under the
Okay.
assumption this place works under some weird time dilation.
So, you refused that job. You were also given a more direct job because you told Monarch you're not so interested in killing people. And that job was to find a data
That was
drive.
just Bessie that was not interested in killing people.
That's true. So Bessie specifically was very cooperative with Monarch, but would not kill people. And almost accepted a job to go and acquire a data drive that was outside of Monarch's current reach and bring it back to Monarch so she could use it in some way. But she would not tell you the location of the data drive until you agreed to the job and locked yourself into a contract with the termination clause of death. So if you were to fail the contract, she would ruthlessly hunt you down and kill you because that secret could not get out.
Didn't we also have to kill Horace?
No, that was just like
It was
a.
offered as an option.
I think it was that Horace did not want to accept the task. It was like an over my dead body type situation, and Monarch said that can be arranged, basically. And
This
that
is true.
dissuaded the rest of the party because they did not want to murder, or at least Bessie did not want to murder. You left the Deep and regrouped, had some discussions about, are you going to follow this AI in the future? Are you going to try and avoid helping this AI in any way? What is the nature of an AI? Can it truly be evil? And so on. And eventually, you decided to go and crack open those shipping containers in the 4th floor docking bay area.
that was a good idea.
Yeah, and it turns out they were all full of dozens, and in combination with each other, hundreds of living androids, of very old models of androids. Very similar to the security models running around.
It was horrific, but we got like $30,000 out of it, so
It's
okay.
true. Bessie is maxed on stress, or is at the level of instant heart attack of stress if she rolls poorly, because she has empathy for androids at the moment. But the rest of you got
bad thing
a
to have.
little bit of stress. And harvested a lot of skulls from these naked androids that are flying through space and dying from decompression.
What a sentence.
Yes. Then it appears that this grand movement of many androids at once drew the attention of the local military, who is keeping this place secure and making sure no androids escape. And they came down and started just shooting these androids in the head, double tapping them, making sure they're dead. Happened to see you guys as you were escaping and chased you into floor 4.
Bastards.
Where you sealed the airlock behind you after narrowly avoiding death using some android bodies as shields. And upon reaching the elevator, saw a glowing pair of eyes, followed by another pair of eyes, and then more eyes behind that. A glowing set of about 8 eyes peeking through the vents next to the elevator. And that's pretty much exactly where we left off. So...
Is that the first time we've ever been to floor 4?
We've been there
floor
several
is
times.
Engineering
Okay.
and support.
Oh, I got that as floor 6.
Yeah. Floor 4 is hell.
Oh, do I have
Yes.
it backwards?
Yeah, we just passed through. I wouldn't
But I
actually hang out.
felt like
Did you want
Floor-
water?
It was engineering and support. When I said floor 4, I meant engineering.
Oh,
and
okay.
support.
That's floor 6. Yeah.
That's floor 6. Thank you.
I felt like one of the floors, there were like 2 completely different floors for the number, and I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember which one that
there was a fake floor 2 and a real floor 2.
Gotcha.
Mostly because fake and real because there's floor 2 of the reception area, but the reception area is a
Yes.
floor of the station, right? A section. So floor 2 was I don't know if you found any labels for floor 2 yet.
Okay. Hall of Doors is what I put
tree we did
down.
eat right before we
Yes.
left.
But I don't know if
More
we know
than I
what it
had
is.
intended.
I think that Hall of Doors is probably
That's the false floor.
the original floor. Yeah, the original floor 2
Okay.
had them too, I think. But yeah. Okay. Cool. We've got things lined up. So, spooky, scary thing in the vents. I believe
I only
Zane
have
saw that, right? Zane, is that your name?
Yes.
I only
'Cause
have
I'm haunted now.
Yes.
mild questions about all of the items I just went through.
Sure.
What does a stim pack do?
I would assume it heals you.
That's also
think
what
it's
I
a
would
good
think.
assumption.
But there's also auto meds.
Maybe it also just meths you up real good.
Cures cryo sickness, reduces stress by 1, restores 1d10 health, and grants plus to all rolls for
Advantage.
1d10 minutes.
That's
Okay, so
really
it's,
good.
It's a
Wow.
shot of adrenaline, basically.
A slightly healing one.
Yeah, and so the auto meds, I assume, are more healing focused. But they're probably deeper in the book.
Oh.
They're more.
Roll 1d10. If you roll under the amount of doses you've taken in the last 24 hours, make a death save.
There we go.
That tracks. So careful
Cool.
with this impact.
I have 6 of them.
What?
I have 6 of them.
You have 6.
I don't know. I was born that way.
Found them in a backpack along with
Oh,
the
right.
truck and shells and stuff.
You weren't born that way. I just went through all of your birth mechanics.
My
So-
mother was half stim pack.
There is imminent danger because Zane saw these creepy eyes in the vent.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you do?
Waiting on the elevator like
Same.
nothing's happening.
Yeah, elevator music just.
I may just die right here of a heart attack.
Yes,
possible.
I'm going to be pointing at
Uh-huh.
the eyes that I see in the vent. And
I'm gonna make a panic roll.
Why?
Because that's what makes sense right now.
Yeah, anyone
Deep-
can panic.
deep
at any
breaths.
time.
Success.
Success meaning you panic. What's the number?
Hold on. I don't think my stress actually went up properly.
You forgot to set it to 20.
Yeah, I don't think you can succeed.
Yeah. Okay, so I just panic.
Correct.
I rolled a 17.
Oh, that's pretty bad. You are spiraling, which is a condition. All of your panic checks are now at disadvantage.
Can I give Bessie like an edible or something?
We have a
You can
stim
give Bessie
pack.
a stim pack.
Don't give them a
Although,
stim.
if someone is spiraling, giving them adrenaline may not be a good idea.
No.
Just remember, when I fail a sanity save, all of you gain stress.
It'll be fine.
Try
I do have an SMG.
very hard to meditate.
Alright, well, if all of you watch
Bessie's gonna
Bessie panic.
scream really loud.
yeah, I'm trying to point this thing out to Horace.
Yes.
His eyes in the vent.
Eyes in the vent again? Is the dead his old character just still here on the floor sliced up?
No, mysteriously cleaned up. There is a blood stain.
You're not gonna wanna go close to that. That's probably the Scyther thing.
I'll get on the other side of Horace from the vent there.
Still waiting on the elevator. I just point the flare gun at the vent like, you know what this does to your eyes.
We're just all
You back off.
So as Bessie screams, and as you guys are organizing all that, it takes its moment to dive out of the vents at all of you.
I shoot it in the face with a flare gun.
Roll combat.
I was just about to say I was going to pull Bessie also onto the other side of Horace, so we're all using him as a human shield.
That is a good idea.
It's not. I succeed. It gets hit in the face with a flare.
It does.
Is it wearing sunglasses now? Because it knows it needs to protect its eyes?
I think I'm going to give it horrible flashbacks to the last time that it was just horrifically named and flashbanged twice.
So you set off the flare.
Horrific.
directly in front of it.
Shut up.
And it squeals and like starts to cover its face with its sides and stuff. But so you buy yourself some time here. So it's like kind of retreating into the vents a little bit, blocking its face with its sides. But it's not running away. It's clearly just like preparing to come back once its eyes settle down.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just want it to remember me. I feel like that'll give us an advantage on chasing it off again because it seems to have self-preservation. So it may still be feeling good now.
This is gonna scream in terror and unload the SMG into the vent.
More combat.
Yeah, I'm just getting on the other side of horse.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, me too. That seems
Critical failure.
like... Oh.
Ooh,
God.
You shoot Horace and
We
then...
didn't use
you were
move
behind
fast
Horace,
enough.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, but also those two.
Okay, so
Here comes the
first
fun.
we'll start with this. And we'll see if this is severe enough. You gain a stress and you roll a panic check automatically on a critical failure,
Alright.
which is now at disadvantage because of your status.
Jumpy. Gain 1 stress. All nearby crew members gain 2 stress.
There you go. So
Thanks.
Bessie will say that's what happens. You don't shoot Horace in the back, but you do shoot very close to Horace, and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Lordy.
Thanks for that. Yeah, is there like a doorway I can duck into?
Well, there'll be an elevator door in a second.
There are,
I hope
there's stuff
so.
nearby. You could go into a meeting room nearby. The break room you just came from, of course, is the locker room down the hall.
Because if this thing isn't leaving...
It has retreated slightly into the vents. Like it was coming out of the vents and Horace shot it and it retreated into the vents, but it's not like it has gone around the corner or anything. He's just kind of backed up to give himself a little more cover while his eyes recovered.
Well, shoot it.
With what?
Everyone who has a gun, shoot it. Didn't I need to specify?
Would you like me to try again?
No, you had your turn. You know you can just buy an
Fine.
exoloader. It's 100.
I mean, if there's a button for the elevator, I'm just going to start hitting it
Oh, yeah.
repeatedly.
You can see it slowly coming down.
Making sure to keep Horace between me and it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
actually like
shoot
a
it.
tank.
That's combat.
Okay,
plus-
you've got a big ass
There
machine
we go.
gun
Yep.
and
Roll.
a sword.
Yeah, I successed.
You succeeded on shooting it?
Yes.
I have a flashlight at
Roll
this
your damage.
point.
Hit it with a flashlight.
Wow, is that max damage?
I don't
It's
know.
2d10 on an SMG.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
10 and 10.
That's crazy.
Nice.
So you are very accurate. What do? Do you just shoot all your shots in the head directly? Just
I guess I was not confident in that at all. I didn't
Just
assume that I
close
was
your
very
eyes and
good.
point
Yes,
it.
just got really lucky.
You point in a random direction and it happens to leap
I was
out of the vent
inspired
and
by Bessie's
directly
panic.
into your shot. Yeah.
It awoke
Glad something good came.
my manly urge to protect.
Sorry, that food got me coughing.
You were suddenly inspired by the realization of how much harm science can cause in the wrong hands.
Yes. Okay, so did a bunch of damage to it. Not a wound, but a bunch of damage. And it again squeals, and now it is going to it's going to attempt to do something it hasn't really done yet.
Leave us alone.
Not eat us.
Here's where the web comes.
Exactly, you are absolutely correct.
Thanks, George.
And not only are you correct, I just critically succeeded on it. So, can everybody give me a body save at disadvantage?
Did you say everybody?
Everybody, because you're all standing behind Horace, and it's just going to AoE you all over the web.
Failure.
Failure.
Fail.
Got an 11, provided I get below a 25. I'm
Yep.
okay. Nope.
Okay, so
97.
everyone fails, that's a stress.
97.
Additionally, you're all going to take 10 damage, as this is no normal webbing. It is a mess of steel cables that are very thin and very sharp, that are grabbing onto you, and they're also very heavy. They've got weights around the ends, and they're going to slice into you and pull you down to the floor and like tangle you up. As you try to get out of them, they're slicing into you more and more. So, does that wound anybody?
No.
No.
Points of bleeding. Okay.
No.
I slice it off of us with the vibration.
Go for it. I think that's speed. To see if you can do it quick enough before it falls out.
Success.
Success. Okay. You slice through the web and you manage to stand up and out. And what does everyone else do in the moment? You just wait to be freed?
Bessie's gonna thrash
Well, I
around.
can't
trying
free
to get
myself. I don't have anything to cut this with.
Does this thing look fucked up from the last time it was shot a whole bunch?
Yes, it has a pretty serious scar over like its torso area, and I think it's missing one of its sight limbs, if I'm remembering correctly.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that's good for cutting.
I think Bessie's essentially just waiting, but is, in the fiction.
I think it's
thrashing
also
around.
lost some of its eyes now that I think about it, but there's still a glow coming from the sockets.
Yeah, I guess I'll just try and kind of
Okay.
worm my way out of where he went.
All right. So once you guys are freed from the net, you all take your turns just standing up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to dash in with its sights then at Horace, who is in front.
I want to try and shoot it point blank in the face with a flare gun.
Okay. You succeeded on your speed check. Normally you only get to move around. But
Yeah, but it also got blinded and held back when it first showed up, and then it got a
did.
turn before me. That cheating bastard.
I think I asked for everybody to give an action. You were just standing down. But if you want to take another shot with
No, I took an action. I was waiting for them.
Yeah, there you go then. I will allow it since you succeeded on the speed check, but this will be a disadvantage. Combat check to rise after cutting through, and then with your other hand shoot the flare gun.
Failed.
Fail. Okay. So you get up and shoot the flare gun, but like you're shooting with your offhand because your main hand was using the machete. And so the flare just actually was aimed pretty decently, but you weren't fast enough with it because you took too long cutting your way out. And so the weird spider scythe thing, which I don't know if you've given a name to yet.
Prick.
The prick, yeah, the prick will just grab the floor with some of its sides and pull itself down, and then the flare goes overhead, and then it dives in at you. It was ready for this attack this time. So you are going to take quite a lot of damage,
Uh-oh.
as I need to grab more dice.
That's bad when he needs to grab more dice.
That is 30 points of damage,
Ooh, no.
and I need you to make a fear save, as it just starts to do the same thing that happened before, the just like stabbing you in different places, as it like dances on different points of its size on the floor, and then lifts them up and stabs from different angles.
That gives me 2 wounds.
And 2 wounds, okay. You get a laceration, and you lose 3 of the fingers on your left hand.
Oh dear.
Wait a minute, I think it only gives me 1. I had 11 health out of 21, which drops me to 1, and then I lose another 20, so I'd have 2 HP left ready
Yes.
for my next wound.
That tracks. Yep. So you're 2 HP from your second one, but you do get a laceration, which means you are bleeding +1, so you're taking 2 damage every turn.
So next turn you'll pick up the other wound.
Yeah, and next turn you'll get the other wound, which then we'll roll for it, I guess. That'll be a severity at this point.
Would you like a stim pack?
Yes.
I stab him in the chest with a stim pack.
Stab him in the
And I
back.
do a fear save,
Oh yeah, let's get through that first. See
which
if-
I fail.
You fail, so just 1 stress. Would anyone like to make a panic check?
Bessie will.
Absolutely.
I'm going to grab my flashlight and try and shine it in the eyes of this thing.
Okay, trying to blind it.
I don't have anything else to do.
I think that sounds like combat to me.
I am now doomed.
You're doomed, oh no.
All critical successes are now critical failures.
Oh Lord.
Yes, that's 2 of them.
22, critical success.
Very nice. Okay, so I'll say you do manage to shine it in one of its good eyes, the biggest eye it has on that side, and it's like blinking and falling back. So it's gonna have disadvantage whenever it does its turn. But you get stabbed with a stim pack, Horace.
Or would a first aid kit be more beneficial?
I think a stim pack is probably more beneficial.
You said stim pack.
I did.
First aid kit would stop the bleeding.
No, that's why I said that.
First
I'm
aid kit would
bleeding.
stop the bleeding. I guess you could probably quickly bandage as an action. That's fine with me.
Would you prefer that, or do you want me to stab you with a stim pack?
Stim pack.
Okay, stim pack it is.
You stab with a stim pack. No effect.
Ooh.
Oh.
Clearly, you have that virus that makes you immune to stim packs. We should stab you with my
He's
vaccine.
actually, he's actually an android.
No,
You know, that would make sense.
Yes.
he's actually a Jimmy.
Possibility.
That's why he hates
Why would you
them so
design an
much.
android that can't get benefit from stim packs? That just seems like
Does
bad design.
Zane actually have that thought?
No,
Okay.
because I don't think Zane's paying any attention to
That's
what
totally fair. Okay.
Duncan's doing.
Alright. If anyone starts to wonder if if anyone's characters maybe are an android, let me know.
Absolutely never.
Fair enough. Alright, so you get stabbed and you're like, this is taking a long time to kick in, but you're ready
Defective
to go.
ass.
Is there something in this room that I can like duck behind?
We're in a
Horace.
We're pretty
It's like
much
a
in a
faint
hallway,
light in the
are we
corner.
not?
You're in like a little room outside of like a single elevator, like an elevator lobby. It's not very large.
Then I'd like to duck out a doorway. Something, just to put a wall
Into
between.
the break room or into the meeting room? The break room leads back towards the control room and stuff. That's where you came from.
Yeah, I'd probably go back
Okay.
into the room we came from.
Toward the soldiers.
No, I'm not going
Oh,
outside.
okay.
Maybe they'll take you prisoner and you'll be safe from the knives.
Okay, so you
I just want a wall between me and the thing.
stab the stim pack and then run.
Yes.
Just leave it sticking in him. And
Like this will definitely work.
what is Bessie doing at the moment besides panicking?
Slamming on the elevator door.
Okay, just let us out. And you're shining a flashlight. What is Horace doing?
I'm gonna hit it with a virus
All right, go to slice.
and I'm going to use my hand-to-hand combat.
Absolutely.
I'd also like to shoot it as soon as I'm able to.
All right.
I succeed.
Success. Okay.
Good job.
Go ahead and roll damage.
What was it? 2? 3. 18.
18. You slice off another one of its sidearms. It doesn't slice from the base, but like you cut off like half of it, and it clearly like starts to dangle and doesn't work right anymore. And the thing squeals and backs up and starts to like cover that wounded arm with its other sidearms.
I'm gonna be real big and intimidating and
And
act
you
like
take-
it did not hurt me at all.
And then you take 2 bleeding damage.
Yes.
You flex and blood spurts
As
out of one of
as
the
you
wounds.
flex, like something tears, and you're like, oh.
I'm trying to scare it off like an angry bear.
I like that. So your wound will be another bleeding wound then. So let's see. That is.
You don't have a first aid kit, do you?
I think we're going to go with the same thing that happened before. This makes the most sense. Perhaps at this point, as you stand there and flex at it, that's when it swings up wildly with one of its sides and just cuts off 3 of the fingers from your hand.
Ooh.
So you lose
It
some
has
fingers on a hand.
surgical precision with removing your fingers. This is impressive.
Yeah, well, this is
Tasty.
technically the first time it happened.
Well, gotcha.
The other time we retconned. So, how many wounds does that put you at? Are you
2.
you 2? Okay, so I think the next one kills you.
Really funny if it just left you with your thumbs, though.
You are still bleeding. Okay, next round. What is everyone doing?
Slamming on an elevator door.
Help me, you fucking idiots!
I'm just gonna continue to shine the flashlight in its eyes
Okay,
there.
I'll let that continue to succeed since you critically succeeded.
Does it look like it stopped attacking for the moment?
No.
Okay, no, then I'm gonna
It
shoot
just
at
cut
it.
his fingers off.
Yeah, it's still actively swinging. It's just in the abstraction of combat, hasn't
Gotcha.
quite gotten to attacking it.
Alright, shooty shooty.
You lean around the cover and shoot. You're gonna have to shoot by Horace, so I'm gonna give you disadvantage.
Well, I
Forward.
failed anyway.
Well,
For
yes,
us.
but you might critically fail.
I might. Let's see. Nope.
Nope,
Okay.
just failed.
All right. So you lean around and you do the same thing where you don't even look. You just
Well, I
point
just
the gun
assume
around the
that
corner
I'm
and shoot.
really naturally talented.
Yeah, probably.
So I don't even have to look.
Go Duncan.
These guns have auto aim on them or something. Okay. Bessie's still pounding on the elevator door.
Yes.
Alright,
I'm gonna stab it.
go for it.
No.
No. You gotta swing out with your 5 shetty and unfortunately miss. I'm gonna give it disadvantage on this roll because of the flashlight. But as it starts to attack Horus, the elevator doors do open.
Yay.
As Bessie falls in.
What's on the inside of the elevator?
Empty space.
You don't want,
And
you don't
probably
want
air.
to.
But yeah. That is a success.
Stroke of my last.
So you saved it from being a critical success. 24 points of damage.
Dead.
Bye, Horace.
Horus gets
Rip Horus.
sliced to bits and bits.
Murdered because you're useless.
As all of you stay there in panic.
Hiding behind me. for
I shined the
some
light
reason.
in-
Sorry,
eye.
I'm sorry that Bessie was not useful in combat.
Can all of you give me a fear save, please?
Yes.
In what way do I die?
I'm sorry, Horace.
So
Stab.
first it sliced and like lacerated you across your chest, and
I
then it
failed.
cuts from your fingers, and then it just keeps going. It like cuts off part of your arm, slices you to ribbons and chunks you up. It just kind of dices you like a hibachi chef, just like chopping to bits and like throwing them, chopping them.
I succeeded because I can't get any more scared than I already am.
Just in the elevator at this point.
I failed.
Alright, one stress.
This is what I get for trying to help
Good,
the
that puts me to
newbies.
20 stress.
Oh, good.
You're considerably lower than I am at this point.
How about Duncan?
Failed.
Yeah, alright, stress. You guys rush into the elevator, I assume, as this thing is currently still chopping at the meat of Horus, like
Yeah.
preoccupied with it.
She's only okay because she ran into the elevator and didn't see anything because she's
You probably.
in the
Yeah.
back of the elevator.
I'm locked in, running into the wall.
Yes.
I'm the only one with a radio to the
Rolling.
ship.
I'm going to grab at whatever weapon I think I can get on Horace as I go
And his
by.
radio.
I'm not even sure I'm aware he's got a radio.
So, you
Well,
also
let's
gotta
have-
get across the room, Duncan. So, speed check for you. Speed
Yes.
check for grabbing something.
I'm just spamming
You're
the
in
lobby
there.
button, so they also. Yes. I don't think
For
they're
the
getting
love
it.
of God, again.
Yeah, I failed.
I needed a 43 and I got a 44.
Alright,
no.
try to
Second.
run
That's
up
how I
and grab
ended
a
last
weapon.
week.
I'm gonna say the failure of the speed check isn't that it catches you, but you just don't think you can get in there and get
That's
something.
a critical failure.
You got a critical failure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Alright.
44 again.
Well, roll me a panic check.
Which one is that?
Roll a d20, and if it is under your total stress, tell me the
Cuts off your
So
leg
I can
as you
either
run
tie
by.
it or
It's up 4 of your
not.
toes.
I failed with an 18.
An 18. Okay, you get compounding problems. Roll twice.
Oh no!
Roll that d20 again two more times.
A 19
Oh no!
and a 2.
Oh, okay. Well, the 2, you just get 1 stress. That's not too bad. The 19, however,
That's gotta be almost death, right?
is a heart attack.
Oh, God.
You, however, don't immediately die.
It's gonna be me and Bessie. It's
You
just
get,
gonna.
for minus, sorry,
Ow.
your number of maximum wounds goes down by 1.
Okay.
And your minimum stress goes up by 1. And you have disadvantage on everything for 1d10 hours, which, go ahead and roll. 2 hours, you have a disadvantage on everything. So yeah, you have a minor heart attack,
And I didn't get anything.
and you did not get anything. But perhaps you scramble back
That's
into the
2 weeks in a
elevator.
row I've needed a 43 and rolled a 44.
Classic.
Very unfortunate.
Did Duncan succeed on the speed check? No.
At least you didn't fail as bad as me.
I didn't fail so epically.
This is looking pretty rough, I have to say.
You think?
So you
And
get a
it's all
stress.
because you sacrificed me.
Well, if
The
you'd have given me a
elevator
gun,
doors close in front
My
of you.
only gun?
Hallelujah.
Because I gave away all the other guns to the people that didn't have guns.
So, Bessie is currently just hearing slightly distorted elevator music and
your
probably
lack
staring
of
at a
trust
wall.
is coming back to bite you.
You already had a gun.
But the two of you are still in combat. As the elevator doors close, and you both look at each other, and you both look back at this spider thing, and it stops like feasting on meat, and there's just blood and gore all over its face, and it looks back up at both of you and just shing, 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 shing. It starts moving towards you. What do you do?
Are we not in the elevator?
No.
No, we
We
didn't.
didn't get there at all.
We didn't make it in
Bessie
time.
was
Bessie
pushing
closed the
elevator
door.
button. So there was a speed check to get the elevator, and you failed. So
Oh,
yeah. I mean, you could still kill this thing.
Well, I'm going to try and
Very
grab his
possible.
sword and just plunge it into this thing.
All right, you grab the vibe shetty off the
I'd
floor.
kind of like to
roll combat.
seriously run, but I guess not.
You can.
You could run the
still
other direction.
It's currently distracted by a man with a sword.
How close am I to it?
10 feet.
I want to put a little bit more distance and then turn around and shoot it.
That's
Okay.
a success. I got a 0.8.
Nice.
All right. How much damage is the vibe shetty?
3d10.
3d10.
It's pretty good.
Ooh, hey, I succeeded.
Nice.
8 damage.
11. That's a 2's 13.
13. Okay. You slice at it and manage to like block one of its sights coming down at you, and it reels back. It's starting to look a little off balance with the number of sides it's lost, and so it's only able to attack like a couple at a time. You ran into a next room and shot. Give me combat.
Oh, I succeeded the combat.
Combat. Okay. Roll damage. 2d10.
8.
8. I see. That was not your total for the check. Okay. So the two of you, having lost one of your crew members into a pile of meat on the floor and lost another to the elevator, start to actually land hits on this thing. It's starting to retreat slowly into the vents now. You guys going to keep pushing it back?
Yeah.
If you don't, we're gonna lose the entire next party to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may as well
So
try and
roll
stab
another
stab it.
attack. That was a failure.
Failed.
Good job.
All right.
Wonder
Did
twin
you also
powers
fail your shot?
activate.
Yeah.
Okay. It is going to web you both again. So give me a body save, please.
Nope.
Critical failure.
Okay. Fortunately, it rolled minimum damage
Well,
on
that's
this,
good.
but you do get knocked over for failing. So both of you are tangled in the steel web again, but you only take 1 point of damage and 2 points of damage for Duncan.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to cut myself out of.
Go for it. Only speed check. See if you can cut
I
yourself out
roll
before
another
it descends.
44. I'm just going to go cry. I failed anyway.
No.
At least it wasn't a critical failure.
That's true. You try to slice your way through, but you're just not quite fast enough. What is Duncan doing?
I don't have any way to cut myself out of it, so.
You can still shoot, but it would be a disadvantage.
Oh, I can? Okay.
Yeah, just be a disadvantage on.
Shoot,
Just
shoot.
don't shoot me.
I gotta reload.
You're probably at danger of taking damage from the webs if you use it as well.
Reloading is probably your whole turn.
Yes.
Well, I failed anyway.
Okay. So if you need to reload, then you can reload as a turn. So were you out of shots for that?
Oh, so I need to. Okay, so I didn't shoot anyway because I
Okay,
had
so
to
your turn
reload
was
it.
just
Yeah.
reloading. Okay, there you go.
So
Your
put,
turn is reloading.
put a round back into it
Right.
because you didn't actually shoot the round.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to descend onto Zane.
Bye, Zane.
TPK.
Possibly. You have -1 maximum wound, so this could be bad. It failed actually.
Ooh.
Nice.
It jumped down and maybe slipped on its own steel webs a bit as they're kind of coated in blood on the floor at the moment, and it's off balance from losing so many of its sights. So it lands on some of the webs and skitters a little bit, but it's still moving towards you rapidly. Again, gore dripping from its face. You got
Bits
another
of
round.
forest.
I'm gonna say you failed to get out quickly, but you did succeed at cutting your way out of the web at this point. You just
Okay.
had an advantage on you there. So you've cut free from the web. You can potentially cut your ally free. with an
I'd
attack.
appreciate it. Monarch, can you help us here?
Better to die.
The bastard that didn't want to work with you is dead. You can help us now.
You could spend your turn doing that.
I can't shoot and yell at the same time.
Shooting's very loud.
Yeah. I think if you're trying to just say something random for flavor, sure. But if you're trying to like entreat someone or intimidate someone or any kind of like trying to affect someone with your turn, then that would be a turn, right? That's up to you.
I would like
it.
to. Yeah. I
Make
wanna-
everything worse for us, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, anonymous user.
Monarch, we're like 3/4 dead. Can you help?
I have a potential agent nearby.
It's not me, is it?
I'll offer them the job and see if they take it.
I'm going to
That's
try
what
and
he hears
stab
in
it.
This elevator is being redirected to assist with other agents nearby. Do you accept?
I succeeded, Jordan, stabbing the thing.
Okay. So you slice at it. Bessie's elevator starts to go back towards
Sorry, Bessie. Bessie has another heart attack.
13.
you. 13, okay.
Bessie hasn't had a heart attack yet, but it's gonna come.
This time, you swing down and you hit its face, and for a second it feels like you're going to pierce through the skull, and the vibe shetty kind of grinds against it, and you're just grinding away at its face so that it shakes you off. And there's just this massive gash down its face, and you can see like the metal skull within just kind of cracked open.
Nice.
And that same red glow from its eyes is pouring out of that spot, and just snarls at you again. So that was your turn, Bessie's elevator arrives. The elevator doors open. Sees you two covered in blood.
I am completely delirious and
Yes.
having no idea what's going on.
New round. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm gonna try to shoot it now.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just going to keep trying to kill the damn thing.
God damn it.
Nope.
Bessie's gonna shoot also.
All right.
Shot so well the first time.
Yes.
Then
Failure.
Damn it,
All right.
Bessie.
Rolled a 90.
Well,
Miss,
maybe
miss,
you
miss.
showing up will intimidate it. Maybe it'll run.
Yes. Since Zane is in melee with it, it's going to attack Zane. Sadly.
Go me.
Thanks
That is
for
a
taking.
success.
You all deserve it.
19 points of damage. So low roll for it.
Goody. I got 1 wound and I have 1 hit point left.
So you're 1 hit point from death right now.
Yes.
Let's see what wound you get. It might be bleeding. Has a heart attack, immediately gets almost bled to death. It's a good combo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You are.
Fucked.
It slices off your right arm.
Oh
You're
god.
bleeding 5.
So, yeah.
So unless that bleeding
I don't think the
gets
first aid kit is gonna
solved
help.
immediately.
No. I
You
get
could-
one
you
more
could save
stab
one.
at it. Yeah.
You can get one more stab at it, or somebody can stop the bleeding. That would also save you, but not if it attacks you.
Can a first aid kit help a...
It's a space
amputated
first
arm?
aid kit. I mean, it wouldn't bring his arm back, but it would stop the bleeding.
You put one of those little, like,
Which arm did it cut off?
stretchy,
Your
right
right
arm.
arm?
Oh, so
stretchy
that
can
means I've now
savers
dropped the
used to put
sword.
stuff.
I guess so, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys
Cat
see,
food cover.
you know, Zane hit its face with the vibe shetty, and then after finishing swinging, it just brought one of its sights up and chops that arm clean off. What are you all doing? Split second distance
Well,
here.
I'm
Wait,
trying to
shoot
get
it
away
after
from
I
it
just-
at this
Do I
point.
shoot it
Bessie
or try
knows
to
Monarch
stop
will
your
kill her.
bleeding?
She doesn't do what she just agreed to do.
Don't
So
ask me,
she's
you
gonna
do you.
run in terror at the thing and stab in the eye with a screwdriver.
Yes! That roll combat.
Probably better to die this way than whatever Monarch would do.
Like the first aid kit says, there's an assortment of dressings and
that was
treatments to
Monarch's
help
help.
stop bleeding, bandage
Yeah.
cuts, and treat other minor injuries, like
Minor
losing your
injuries.
whole arm.
Yeah,
There we go.
exactly. It won't clear the wound, but it'll stop the bleeding. Is what it'll do.
Okay,
Alright.
1
How
second.
many rounds can you bleed for?
I'm dead at the end of
One
this,
round.
at this
Christ.
end of this current round. So.
Yes.
Failure.
Alright, Bessie runs in with a screwdriver.
Sorry, George.
No, you do you.
I'm gonna have to try to shoot it.
Don't apologize to me.
God damn it.
You failed to shoot it.
Yes.
And what is
Can't
Zane
shoot the
doing?
broadside
One
of a
last
damn
stab?
barn.
I don't know. Can I pick the sword up and try and stab it left-handed?
Fine. Combat. It's a combat. Just make it a combat check. That's fine.
What is wrong with
07.
Ah, that's a success. Well, damage.
Okay, so that's 1, 4 is 5, and 9 is 14.
Alright. Zane, having lost an arm, swiftly picks up the vibe shetty, raises it up, and finishes cleaving through the skull
Nice.
of the hunter.
And then,
And then
falls dead.
dies on top of it.
Yes, and then bleeds out. The hunter collapses to the floor, its skull split in half, and the glow slowly fades and flickers while its sides kind of like skitter and scatter and twitch on the floor. And it finally looks like it's dead, and then it has one more like gets up and then it falls again. And then yes, Zane, having made that final slice, falls to his knees, falls to the floor, stops moving.
That was an absolutely heroic sacrifice.
I'm gonna steal his research
But
notes.
look at this. My combat is 40. My military training adds 10. You'd think half the time.
Yes,
They're covered in blood.
and I had a 34
I've been
for
rolling in the
combat.
60s and 70s every time.
Yep.
Well done.
Classic. Classic
All
Mothership.
right.
Congratulations. You have
Thank
succeeded at
you.
your mission, Agent Bessie, and unregistered anonymous user.
I did it! I did it!
Wow.
They're gonna give me grant money for this.
For accomplishing a task, Bessie has been awarded 1 million credits. The bank account numbers pop up on your like heads-up display inside your visor, and do-do-do-do-do-do.
We had a job to kill the spider.
I did.
Bessie
Oh,
has a job
you
to
did.
save you. You are now an authorized user of Monarch systems.
Oh.
Anonymous user, would you also like to be a registered user of Monarch systems?
I looked to him for advice.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Do it. There's no going back. We're too deep in it now.
Please identify yourself, anonymous user.
I give her my name.
Which you already knew.
Nobody's there to tell me no anymore.
Agent Duncan and Agent Bessie, congratulations. Your first task is to find a data drive. I believe we discussed this previously.
Hey, I didn't get to make a death save.
That's because your body is
Didn't
spread
you reach
across.
maximum wounds?
I did, but it says it gives you a death save.
Oh, okay. Roll a d10, or I'll roll it, actually. This is how it works, right?
5 to 9, I die.
Yes.
I mean, the thing was eating you.
Yeah, but then you distracted it with your
turned
body.
into chunks of spam.
That also means that he gets to roll one.
Where'd my picture
I'm
go?
dead.
I mean, while bleeding, I think probably not great.
Yeah, does anyone want to check the body?
I remembered this from
No.
last time when he died.
There are
He-
death saves in the wound table, but I thought it was instant death maximum. So you get a death save as well. I will roll that. Does anyone check bodies?
No.
Once a character suffers their max wounds, they make a death save.
This makes sense. I've got the death saves on the table.
Yeah, I'll check to see if he's.
Which body?
Well, him first.
Okay, you check Zane's body. Zane, his heart is still beating.
Oh,
He was merely unconscious.
I will apply the first aid kit. Put a big band-aid on the gaping
You're
arm
able to
wound.
save him. So Zane, your maximum health is reduced by 1d5.
Oof.
1d5.
Does anyone check Horace's body?
No.
Yeah, cold.
I'll give it a check.
Horace is unconscious and dying. And now I get to roll to see how many rounds he would have survived, which I believe it's been 3. Maybe 4 now that it's after combat.
Sounds right.
3.5.
I think it's been like 4 since the whole Monarch contacted him and everything thing. So basically, he's a 2 out of 5 chance to live.
Not bad.
It's better than I would have expected.
He would have lasted 1 round.
Oof.
So Horace is dead. But thank you for correcting the rules. I appreciate that.
2 of the spam chunks were closer together than I realized they were. But
Yeah. The heart still miraculously beating, but not connected to anything.
it's very
Weird.
impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. It was sheer force of will, I think.
He had a lot of will and a whole backstory. No one gets to know.
Oh, Monarch knows.
Oh no.
Okay.
Was Horace a robot?
Well, the world will never know.
Great.
I mean, they look at your body, it doesn't look like a robot.
He's not a robot.
He's not a robot.
Where's my picture? God damn.
I'm in enough pieces where I think they could tell.
One would think.
If
So-
anyone deserves to not have been a robot the whole time, it's Horace.
Yes.
I think it would have been funnier if you were.
I think you guys, you're able to salvage a very expensive looking core from the skull of
Excellent.
the hunter.
Nice.
So you have one unconscious Zane with you, a very expensive core.
See, I think we should kill him and take his research. There's no going back now. We're one of them.
Calm your tits, Bessie.
Literally impossible currently.
That's true. Bessie is spiraling.
Man, where were all those soldiers this whole time? The bastards.
Still trying to get you locked them
They're
out.
not very good at their
I
job.
was just thinking about that. I was like, you guys are just chilling down here. They're trying to
Yeah.
break in.
Meanwhile, over there.
It's just like a laser going slowly.
They had to get in a 20-foot extension cord to plug it in.
There's a comedic scene. Every round of combat's another round of them doing something. Like, get two extension cords like 1 foot away from each other. Like a Mr. Bean bit or something. Like, it just doesn't quite reach.
One of them has to use his own body and dies for the cause, and it doesn't open.
It still does not, yeah, exactly. So what do y'all do now that you've harvested this very weird looking... It looks like the logic course you've harvested from the security robots, but it's more advanced.
Interesting.
And it almost looks like... You know how like a battery that's gone bad will start to swell?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like parts of it are starting to swell like that. Almost like
That's not good.
it's a machine and it is a computer of some kind, but it also looks weirdly like mutated in some way. It's strange, weird to look at. So very rare, whatever it is. Might be dangerous.
Bessie's hurt. Bessie needs a doctor.
Yeah, I think he might too. Just, he's kind of missing some
Bessie speaks
pieces.
in third person now.
Yes.
Horace is hurt. He needs a new character sheet.
He needs to use the app like normal people. I think maybe we should get him back. I'm gonna pick the radio up
Yeah, you find the radio.
from out of the meat pile.
Excellent.
Gonna let it drift for a moment.
I had so many useful things. But these tossers don't know shit.
Yeah, do you guys want to just loot the body?
Well, Bessie's gonna take
The
the
armor's
vibrishetty.
you take it off out of Zane's hand.
Yes.
Right. There's a bunch of guns and stuff.
Gonna toss the gun. That gun ain't doing nothing for me.
Sorry, you need a screwdriver and a vibe shetty, I get it.
Yeah.
Make sure we have all the chips.
I assume I'm still unconscious.
I don't remember who
Yes.
was carrying them.
You will be for a while.
He was keeping them on his sheet.
Yeah, I think we all have our own technically, but I just kept them all on my sheet. So it's 30 between the four of us.
Yeah, I had
Yes.
that written down. I
Yeah, it
didn't
was
know
30
how
'cause
they
we
were.
couldn't split it 4
Yes.
ways, but now there are conveniently 3 of you.
Nice. Well, I'll change mine to 10 then. Let's see. Not cups, you idiot. There. Did you have anything else useful?
A ton.
Well, do you have anything else that would immediately be apparent as useful?
A ton.
Oh, just pass the sheet down, maybe? Or...
In the book, my little beepy-doo personal locator, it turns out, is actually just a tracking device on me for other people to find me.
That's funny.
Which is
That's
far less fun.
It is not as fun, but
It's one of several items that only really works if you have a command center of people backing
Yes.
you up.
but it's a fun detail to have on your character sheet. And you know what? We got some fun use out of it.
I think there are some items that do what we thought they did. But I got confused.
Mm.
Like I think the combat shotgun or something like that has a scanner on it. Something like that. I don't remember. There's something. Maybe that was in the old edition.
Well, there's a bio scanner. It's a long-range scanner for signs of life. I think that's kind of like the alien BBD.
Probably.
They really need a motion detector like that. it's weird that it's emitted.
Yes. Well, the company works as the company does. It just works, you know. Yeah, you guys are looting the body. I imagine you just take everything of use. So
Yeah.
I'll narrate some
Yeah.
stuff afterwards for now. And, you know.
EMP grenade sounds fun.
So you
I
guys
have none.
are.
You have none?
It has 0 next to it. I used all those in the
It has
hallway.
a
remember
square
that.
next to it.
That's
I'm not
a-
gonna
It's
trust
circle.
your eyes.
He had 0. We used them.
I know, I'm just saying
Jamie
that's a
rigged them
square.
all
It's
up.
just a font. That's all. It's fine.
Okay.
Nice.
You're missing the font pack for whatever symbol it is.
Oh.
Your stim probably gave me a disease, you know. They were in the fuck you backpack.
Yeah, let's not
That's
eat
true.
the corpse.
The backpack was labeled "fuck you" carved into the table that it was sitting behind.
We'll take his
This
flare
is
gun.
Duncan after all.
Yeah. The flare gun's empty, but you can have it.
You also want to pick up the
used all
SMG I
flares
tossed
in
away.
combat, so.
I don't know, it has a 2 next to it.
Yeah, because I
Yeah, he
had them before we fought.
He
Yeah.
fired
You
it
fired
twice.
2 in the combat, yeah. But you can have an empty flare gun,
I will.
and then you can pay twice as much as the flare gun's worth to reload it.
It doesn't take space bullets?
No. I mean, technically yes, but it costs half a space bullet to buy a whole new one, so. I like to think that it's like a case of part of it is just so cheap and plastic that it like self-destructs when it's fired, and so you have to like repair that part instead of getting a whole new one, right? So it's like way more expensive.
The patch kit also, for fun, repairs torn vac suits, giving them 1 AP.
There you go.
And that's it. No other armors.
Yep.
Do you want the
No more
radio?
AP.
Do you trust Betsy with the radio?
I'd probably
Bessie only stopped pissing herself because she ran out of piss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll
You should
keep the
keep the
radio.
radio.
So you guys are in the elevator,
Yep.
filled with piss. All
It's like in The Shining, but it's piss and some blood.
I mean, there's blood
It's-
too.
It's
There's
both.
blood too.
And you're just like awkwardly sitting in silence in the elevator. Do, 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 just going
I'm gonna change into my hazard suit because my lab coat was shredded.
Yeah. You gotta piss
I am
on.
not
Just
looting his
and
hazard
piss.
suit off of him. The,
So you
No,
don't
his
have
suit
to-
will be destroyed anyway.
there's no radio on the list.
You can just add one too.
It is a shortwave
Oh,
something.
okay.
There you go.
Short range comms.
Oh, there we go. Gotcha.
That's the thing.
When we get back
Sure.
to the bell, we can't tell nobody what we did here today. Nobody can ever know, you understand?
Why?
Because if they know the truth, they'll never let us out again.
About
They'll
now
knock us out.
is when Zane wakes up.
Yay.
He's alive!
Morning, sunshine.
How the hell did I have 21 max health?
Just roll die.
Yeah, but it's 1d10 plus 10.
How did you have?
Were you on Android? Is
Is there a
that no?
bonus on one of the lists?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Let's do this. May have just added that wrong.
That's probable. And irrelevant currently. Because I was never hurt enough for it to matter until I was.
So I assume y'all are going to let me know what the hell happened.
So
Bessie isn't.
the personal locator is what he was using to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do
It
that.
that it doesn't. Okay.
If you just rolled 2d10 by mistake, I do remember you asking if one of
I
them was
assume
a
it will
1 or a
continue
10.
to do
and
that.
You just thought it was a, but
Yeah.
you should have only had 1 die, so it's okay. You had 1 extra max health. You would have rolled a 10 for the one. So
It was irrelevant at the time.
Bessie's just standing there holding the vibrator that you were using. She's looking at you mean.
And I'm looking at the stump of my arm. Not
Yeah.
yep, very bloody bandaged stump.
Walking off sport.
You can get a very expensive cloned replacement, but you know, expensive.
I think whatever money I end up with is going to go to healing.
We'll cut an arm off in the
And
next
stress.
Jimmy. And
Well, there you go.
Maybe we could stuff you in that locker and see if you come out with a metal arm.
Well, there we go.
easy there.
Is this?
There is no easy anymore.
Yes.
Only Bessie.
Bessie's gonna kill us all.
Arcady lands the dock to pick you all up.
Yay.
What's left of us.
I'm sorry, I had to leave you on the other dock. The military was approaching.
Oh, Bessie understands now.
I can see you had a hell of a time down there. Congratulations on surviving.
Thank you. We got rid of that slashy, stabby, big ol' eyes, glowy sort of guy.
And we got rid of Horace.
And horse.
I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Whichever is applicable to your situation.
Oh, you should be real happy. Bessie's happy. Bessie will tell you what.
I don't think Bessie's ever gonna quite be the same.
No.
Did you get anything good to pay for your treatments? It looks like you're going to need them.
Yeah. We found.
Who has the spider brain?
I mean, I'll have taken it if you didn't. But
I didn't take it.
Flashback to Bessie with a screwdriver.
Yeah,
probably.
She was removing it with her teeth, and I didn't want to get in the way.
Bessie holds up the core.
Oh, we found something
Oh,
real
that
nice.
is very interesting. We'll have to examine that back at the bell.
Yes.
I show him just like the bag full of
Cores.
Android
Yes.
chips.
Well, that is quite a few, yes. That is good.
Could be eating android brains for days.
It may be quite expensive to replace a limb, but this is something we can do. We do have some technology that we can get smuggled in. It might take some time, but I assume after a dive like that, you will all need some time anyways.
Yeah, I need a nap.
You need more than a nap.
I think Bessie needs some
Bessie
therapy.
could eat. Bessie could sleep.
Let's start with a drink, and the doors close as he takes you off and brings you back. You have arrived back at the bell safely.
No.
Did you all bring my arm?
No.
Did you bring my arm?
Sounds like no.
It did
That's
not
fine.
occur to
Did
me to
you
bring
bring
your
your
arm.
Well, no, I was unconscious.
You should have known to hold on to it while you were unconscious.
Yeah, I was busy killing the damn thing that was trying to kill y'all.
It's very fair. You are the entire reason that the other two of us are still alive. Bessie is not
That's
going
true.
to acknowledge that fact.
Yes.
I wasn't hitting it.
Bessie is definitely going to look into the cost of healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of healing do you need?
I
of
need
it.
9 points of HP healing.
Okay.
I do not have any wounds.
So slowly just healing that kind of damage, you just need a good night's sleep. And
Okay.
You'll roll a body save every day.
I also have 25 stress I'd like to try to get rid of.
Yeah, I have eight
Yeah.
HP.
Yeah, I'm basically fucked in every way that you can be fucked.
Yeah, you are barely alive.
Man, I have to survive
Oh, I
8
see.
sessions to get a bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, you live too damn long. I have 18 stress. I need to.
Okay, so if you just
De-stress.
rest, every day you rest, you roll a body save, and you reset your wound, not your wounds, your health to maximum on a success. So that's not too bad. Over enough days, which I imagine this will take some weeks, you can just reset your health. So
Okay, cool.
everybody reset your healths.
Yay.
Thank you.
And my stress as well.
Does that reset our wounds?
Stress, no.
Oh.
No.
Wounds are a little harder, and conditions. Your conditions are also hard to get rid of.
Oof.
And the stress.
Yeah, so if you have something like doomed or spiraling, all of that will take like therapy to get rid of, or praying to a god to remove your doomed condition, or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of, however you want to go about it.
Take the sacrament.
Let's see.
Though I would love for Bessie to just keep being a newly formed supervillain.
I'm sure we all will.
I think it's fair to say that enough people would have suggested that Bessie get therapy, that Bessie will try to get some therapy.
So, Norco can give you, for 18,000 credits, a pseudo-flesh injection surgery, which can restore all wounds. It also puts you at disadvantage on all rolls for 2 weeks.
I'm going to assume that my share of these cores does not come to 18,000 credits.
Possibly. I think it would be 10,000. So you might need someone to help sponsor you here. But you did get the core of the beast, the hunter, which Arcady will buy off of you collectively, whoever offers it to him, for 100,000 credits.
Well, she has 1 million. I think maybe you could sponsor his arm.
Sponsored by Bessie, like on the arm
Yes.
somewhere. Like, just sneak a tattoo in there with Bessie's name. That's up to you. However you guys want to do
I think my therapist is going to encourage me to try to make it up to people that I have recently harmed. So I'll sponsor. I'll pay the. Is it 18,000? Is that right?
So 18,000 for the pseudoflesh injection. Yeah, it's one of the more
Okay.
expensive.
Yeah, I'll pay that
treatments.
now.
Okay, excellent. How do you guys want to divide up the 100,000 for the core?
Well, splitting it 3 ways makes the most sense.
It does. It leaves you with 1 spare credit.
Can we throw it to the rat?
You can.
In Horace's
It's a
name?
tip, Yeah.
Yeah, just eject it out the school.
This one's for my homies.
We put it on
Okay,
the.
and just pour the drink out.
We put it on the top of the last of the canned dinner ejection.
Well, if that's the case, if we're gonna divide that up, then I'm not going to need to borrow money from.
That's fair enough.
True.
Okay.
So you'd have,
Wait, so how much did I just get?
33,333 credits.
And how much are each of the other cores worth?
1,000 each, so you get 10,000 for your share.
10,000.
So,
Nice.
if
Damn,
anyone
I'm
else
wealthy.
needs wounds healed, pseudoflesh injection might be a good way to do it. Otherwise, a med pod is cheaper. Its only downside is that it specifically does not restore lost limbs. So, but that could be
Pretty specific downside that
Yes.
applies here.
Yes. So, if anyone has other wounds to heal, med pods are cheaper.
I need to fix my vac suit. What does that cost?
You could either buy a new one or you could get a patch. How much is the patch? Here, remember the patch kit?
The patch kit gives you 3 patches and is 200,
200 credits.
which would be 2,000 because it's 10 times more.
So it would be 2,000 for a patch kit.
Oh, yeah, I'll buy that.
And that would let you restore
1 armor to a vac suit, and it can go in space again.
Yeah, it makes it functional again, but it doesn't make it super tacky.
So it only gives you 1 armor instead of 3.
Yep. Or you could spend all 3 patches on it. But
Apparently, your pets have a trained skill.
yeah, it's fun.
I don't think I can make my dog good at chemistry.
My rat has a trained skill.
Industrial equipment.
It's forklift certified.
It's good at zoology.
Anyone else have conditions to heal? That's another thing you can do.
So
I do have 2 conditions and a lot of stress I would like to try to get rid of.
Okay,
So-
so shore leave is probably the best way to do that.
it would cost
I have 1 condition and a lot of stress to heal. It would cost what?
it would cost 2,000 for the patch kit, and if I use the whole thing, I can fully repair the vac suit.
You can't.
But you only get back 1 armor point.
You could use 3
But I
patches.
could use all 3 patches.
You could use 3 patches.
I do that thing.
There you go. So you have conditions to get rid of, right?
Yes.
What conditions do you got?
Doomed and spiraling.
I mean, the wordage is patched vac suits have an AP of 1, not it gives you 1 AP back.
Yes, but Jordan said so.
I
Okay.
said so. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that there are 3 patches, and it's a 3 AP suit normally. So we'll go with
Logic.
that. Okay. There's cognitive defragmentation. That looks expensive.
Nice.
Let's see.
Oh no, my brain's an SSD.
Yes.
Fortunately, you got that million credits.
Yes, I think I'm gonna need it.
Just looking through all these.
Therapy would be way more popular if it was called cognitive defect.
Yes.
That might be. So there's that. I think that's your best bet, probably.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, that's 100,000 credits.
Yeah.
And it is a 24-hour surgical treatment, brain surgery,
Oh my.
which Noriko will be performing. She's like, oh, this memory goes
She's gonna
over
use
here."
that to patch up his arm.
Yeah, just put some patch kit in there, just stuffs it in your head. So you can remove one of those conditions of your choice.
Alright, 1 moment.
And what do I
Gosh.
need to do to get rid of haunted?
Probably something similar.
Can I get 2 of those surgeries?
Yes, I think for things like Doomed and Haunted, though.
Yeah.
I think you could go to Norco for the sacrament for that, but it'll be a special sacrament.
Okay.
Well, I've already taken the first sacrament,
Yeah,
so I'm
so
ready
what's-
to move on.
What's more, right?
Alright, so I will do the first one. Was that 100,000?
So the first one is 100,000,
Okay,
and
and that's
then
for spiraling.
can you also just roll me a D100?
Okay.
You're gonna love the sacrament.
Rolling
It's
D100.
an amazing trip.
80.
You're fine.
Woo!
You didn't
There is
die.
a 1% chance of total amnesia, which was in the fine print when you
Yeah.
signed off the document.
Would that have cured all my stress?
Yeah, probably.
You
Anyone
lose
for the-
all your trained skills.
It gives you disadvantage. I love that there's actually rules for what happens when I get amnesia.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage on intelligence checks, sanity saves, and fear saves for 4 weeks as you try to figure out what's going on. Okay.
Nice.
So, the special sacrament Noriko will offer you.
I'll take it.
She can clear conditions like doomed, haunted, whatever. This is a much longer sacrament than the other one, and in this one you actually ingest some of the Minotaur's
Oh.
flesh. And upon doing so, if both of you agree to it,
Absolutely, I like the first
okay,
sacrament.
both of you add 3d10 bends, please.
Why not? We all know how this is gonna go.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
I max out almost every time I do this.
What is instinct?
3.
Instinct is a catch-all stat for
Wow,
combat.
I only added 9.
It's like
Nice.
all stat blocks I have on the GM side start with an instinct score, and then if they need to specialize, like combat, then they'll give a separate combat score. If it doesn't have a combat score, the combat falls under instinct. Instinct is the catch-all score for a stat block without
Yep.
specializing on it.
So I got 21 bends off that.
Oh god.
Nice.
I only got 9.
Oh, that's lucky.
Oh, I'm up to 41 bends.
That's pretty good. Okay. So, you guys have cleared your conditions, you've healed up a bit. Let's talk shortly. Do you need this? Are you gonna-
I think that's the last thing.
Okay. You can have it back in a second. I just want to look at it. Shortly section.
Yeah, I need to get rid of bends, I need to get rid of stress.
Okay. So. Do.
Can I replace the personal scanner with a bioscanner since that's what it actually does?
We can say it broke when it got mangled and then just drop
Yeah,
it.
just keep the. You know what? We were wrong about what it was, but now we're right. It got broken. Exactly.
Wait, it's broken now?
Well, now it only does what it's
Yeah,
supposed to do.
now it only does what it's supposed to do.
Oh.
Where the universe has been retconned.
So now it's completely useless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Correct.
I will sell it.
I don't think Arcadia will take it from you.
I will throw it at him.
You can eject it with the
Take
spare
it.
credit. You can pay him the 1 spare credit to get rid of it as garbage disposal.
There you go.
Okay. So,
That was
those of
the
you taking
Jimmy
shore
Finder.
leave, you can either go for a cheap shore leave or an expensive shore leave here.
Expensive.
Okay. Roll me a D100, please.
Well, how much are they?
The cheap shore leave is 1d10 times 1,000 credits.
And the expensive one?
1d100 times 10,000 credits.
Yeah, I can't afford the
What happens if I
expensive
can't
one.
afford it?
I assume you go into debt.
Alright, we're doing it.
Okay.
82.
82. Okay. So 820,000 credits.
Well, you had money.
Yes.
You had to go to
I'm
the
going to
space
have to go
spot.
with the cheap option here. So
I
what,
now
what am I
have
rolling now?
1d10 times 1,000 credits.
I now have
9.
Alright.
123,453 credits.
That's still a
So
profitable journey
close.
so far.
So close
Oh,
to.
so close, yes.
Somebody led me 3 credits.
Okay. Starting
You
with
can
the
have
cheap
3
shore
credits.
leave.
Thank you.
Are you taking shore leave as well? It
No,
converts stress.
I don't have all that much money.
Do you have like a few thousand?
I have a few thousand. I
You
mean,
could do that
I
one.
have some money.
Do you have like over 10,000?
Yeah.
Then
I've
you
got
can take the cheap
41,000.
shore leave.
Well, then just roll a 10-sided die. 2,000.
Okay, so it costs 2,000 for your shore leave.
Nice.
You clearly are not partying nearly
So-
as hard.
No.
Both of you who took the cheap one, you can roll a d10 and reduce your stress by that much. Or, sorry, I'm stepping ahead too much.
Sorry.
Roll me a sanity save first.
Okay, so I got a 10 on that roll. Sanity save.
Critical success.
Ooh.
What does that do?
I failed.
I may
Okay.
have succeeded.
So, on a critical success, you convert the maximum amount of stress allowed here. So you get to take 10 of your stress, and then reduce your stress bar by 10. And then you get to distribute 10 points into your saves. So upgrade your saves by
Oh, cool.
put 10
Oh.
points wherever you
Good
want.
for you, Boo.
Nice.
So you're getting slightly better at surviving out there.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna put that all into body.
And I failed, so I assume I get nothing for my
Yes.
investment.
And what am I rolling?
And then, sorry, I forgot, on a critical success, you also relieve the rest of your stress down to your minimum. On a failure, you don't get any converted points, but you do relieve all stress, and then gain 1 stress for failing the roll. So go down to your minimum plus 1 stress.
That's what happened to me.
So we're
Yeah.
back to 4.
And then you, sanity save. What you got?
So I just spent the whole time bulking up.
Can I train my dog in jury rigging?
Sure.
You have a dog?
Failure.
No! Even with the fancy... Oh, sorry, you have advantage on this because you took the fancy one.
Okay. Let's do that again.
Here we go, fingers crossed.
Failure.
No!
Lowest roll was 80.
Poor Betsy.
Well, you do relieve all of your stress. And
Wow.
you're not gaining 1 stress.
Well, I just got rid of 26 points of stress, so
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're no longer in a heart attack range.
Okay, my maximum wounds stay down at 1.
Yeah, that's another condition you can recover. So I guess actually, because you cleared your heart attack from the surgery, your maximum wounds go back up, yeah. That's
Okay.
fine.
My dog is so fucking good at jury rigging.
Yay, you guys did your shore leaves, and one of you got a little better at surviving.
yay. And gosh, there are probably some tools I should get. I'm definitely gonna buy some assorted tools.
Yeah, might as well have just the toolbox.
There was assorted and electronic.
Gonna buy some electronic tools also.
At 10 times markup.
Yeah. What is an automed?
If you hold down on it, it'll give you a description.
It gives you advantage
Oh.
on your recovery HP that
Nice.
Yeah,
Advantage on body saves meant to repel disease and poison and attempts to heal from rest.
That's nice. So you have nanomachines.
Yeah, and they give you 5 of them per use.
Nice.
Or per buy.
my gun said that I only have 2 rounds for it.
Oh, I can
It
buy a
holds
computer.
4,
Half empty. You fired it before.
some bitch.
Yeah, I want to buy a portable computer terminal.
Heads-up displays allow you to see through the body cams of others in your unit and also connect to any smart link upgraded weapon. It's interesting.
That sounds fun.
Oh, this is true. I could acquire things.
Smartly gives you +5 damage.
Wow.
Absolute bastardry. There's no way we can get our hands on one of those the whole game.
Fortunately, I cannot put it on my vibration.
So what are we doing with Numbnuts' machine gun, which I assume y'all took?
If we get body cams,
I
do
didn't
we
take any
also
guns.
like set them up somewhere.
I don't know.
Did you take the machine gun, or did you leave it there?
I didn't,
Okay.
but I mean, I didn't not take it either. We hadn't really.
I mean, you took what you took and then dragged his unconscious ass in the elevator.
True.
Okay, so the ammo for the rigging gun is 500 credits.
Did you buy a body? Yeah.
No.
How much
You
is
should.
a new rigging gun?
Why?
Might be useful.
3,500
cheap.
credits.
I'm buying one.
Actually, maybe I'll just get 2 of those.
Definitely buying mag boots.
10 times markup.
Yep.
So yes, so this makes sense. You're taking shore leave. Normally, if you buy things that need to be smuggled in like that, there'd be a delay. But shore leave is assumed to be like a period of several weeks or months. So you just wait as long as it takes for the
Can you buy things while you're on shore leave to bypass
to bypass what?
the markup? Because they don't have to smuggle it in if
Not the
you're not here.
markup, but so the shore leave is still you're here on the bell, but you're just like having a vacation. Importing nice fancy food, like Taylor's character Bessie went the dangerous option and took lots of, or the expensive option, and got lots of like smuggled in, imported, maybe fancy wines and drugs and whatever Bessie's into,
Definitely drugs.
food and all that kind of stuff.
Cheese.
Whereas the other two just drank whatever stuff Arcady has on hand and just relaxed by way of simply sleeping a lot and things like that, right? Not a lot of great supplies available here, so. Making more purchases?
I'm looking over the list. I probably done for the moment.
No worries.
What our contractor is.
People.
You'd hire an NPC to play the role.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, it's a body.
Are we assuming, Jordan, that they took the machine gun?
You can bring a therapist with you.
I
Might be a good
took
idea.
everything on the body, yes.
Okay.
Forgot my patch.
Slacker.
Important.
Do these contractors also have a markup?
Yes.
Oh crap. You can't afford a therapist, I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of different salaries for the contractors depending on what you get.
Now is that a one-time payment or do you have to pay them like every week or
That is their salary at the end of every month.
oh.
At the beginning of every month, rather. How you pay them in advance. They demand hazard pay, 1d5 months of extra pay, anytime they engage in life-threatening danger as a result of the job.
Yeah, it's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
So it'd be 50 times the listed price if you're trying to bring them into the deep with you. Having a therapist on hand would be funny though. You sign Naruto.
Someone gets fucking splattered all over the wall and you grab the therapist. Help!
I more meant just having a therapist here in the deep, so you guys come back like beaten and bloodied and with new scars every time. And it's like, you were still paying me, right?
I think the problem is from your childhood. What was your relationship with your father? My arm's gone.
Yeah, I'm done buying for now.
What was your relationship with your father? Flashback to finding your father's corpse on the mountain. Like, an arm and people exactly like your father walking towards you.
They grab you. You did this.
Surprisingly accurate therapist, but not in the way they expect.
I want to try hacking Clippy again.
Do we have
Arcady
something
was
to...
hanging on to Clippy for you, but you need a personal computer or something.
I do. I bought it.
Oh, you bought a personal computer?
I did.
At 10 times markup.
I did.
Excellent. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of money now.
Oh, hi, 10
okay.
times mark.
Immediately upon connecting your personal computer to Clippy, the monitor gets taken over by a paperclip rotating in space with angry eyebrows over it, and the speakers of the personal computer are set to maximum volume, and it starts screaming the usual things it screams, like,
The end of the world is near. The end of the universe is only 300,000 million years away. It's ticking down. It can't tick down fast enough.
things like that, just going on and on and on.
Bessie
Your
walks
computer's
by.
unresponsive.
Bessie walks by and sips some wine curiously.
You have
Look
bricked
at
your
that.
new computer.
I could just unplug him.
Planet's on fire. It will hasten the heat death of the universe. Entropy everywhere.
Just
You weren't kidding.
So you have a hacked personal computer now.
What?
Your personal computer was taken over by Clippy.
God damn it, Clippy.
If you separate them, are there two instances of Clippy, or is he just connecting via Wi-Fi?
However,
Or like, does it fuse together?
It does not duplicate itself onto there. It does not appear that the computer was strong enough to. It's like it installed a very sophisticated virus that is speaking its own propaganda, basically.
Incredible.
It has turned your computer into a propaganda drone and nothing else.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll try to fix it, and I'll tell what's his face that I would like to find a buyer for this.
You gonna do your dissertation on that?
Yes, I can look for a buyer. It'll take me a few weeks, but I can get looking.
I
Tell him we
thought
can make more
We
if
can
they want
assume
more.
this is part of your shore leave, maybe.
I thought he might do something cool, but
I'm
Had
going to
enough
spend
of him.
10,000 credits on a Vibasheti since he
Awesome.
took the other one,
Yep, might as well.
and that seems to work well. And if y'all aren't going to use the stupid machine gun, then I'll carry that around.
I'm gonna buy a second computer. I'm gonna need a second computer to fix the first computer.
How much is ammo?
Do not connect the second
Jordan.
computer to the first computer that has a
I'm not gonna
virus.
connect them.
Ammo is, I believe, 50 credits normally,
Should be
Like
500.
a grandma making new Facebook accounts because she forgot the password.
unless it's
to her old
SMG
one.
ammo.
Yes.
But SMG ammo is normal. But,
I hacked my computer account.
I-
1690.
I have found a buyer.
That was fast.
I was secretly looking already. Just in
Probably
case you
smart.
died. I
Just
didn't
in
know
what?
happened. Well, I didn't know what happened after you. Honestly, I assumed you died when the soldiers came in and chased you into the place, so I was going to just sell it, right?
I don't blame you.
Anyways, after my commission fee, you get 7 million credits.
Holy sh!
It was quite a big purchase, yes.
Why does somebody want that?
I'm not asking.
I don't
What?
ask these questions, yes, exactly. I take the money, I purchase things, and I try not to think about that or the fact that I'm probably an android now.
Yeah.
Then he just stares off.
We're gonna get back to civilization, and every computer and every screen in the entire galaxy is gonna be Clippy, and everybody's gonna be like, "This is just our life now."
I can afford a therapist for it if you.
The therapist computer has been taken over by Clippy.
So you guys are sitting around discussing this massive load of money you just acquired. With a
We.
new character.
Oh, wait a minute, you mean all the money I just spent, that I
Yes,
have no more money
All the
in?
money
You guys are
I just
discussing
acquired.
money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either way.
Congrats.
Well, thank
They're
you.
buying tonight. Yeah.
Spent my tiny amount of starting money before I got
Sure.
here,
It's fine.
because I would just buy more ammo.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. You can buy that at normal price.
It's 50 each. I can buy 3.
Ooh. Loaded.
Which, like,
Not money.
We sold our
3
Andrew.
ammo is that loads for per bullet.
It's per full magazine or canister or whatever your
Space
single
bullet.
choice. Space bullet.
Well, then I load them.
Yeah. And you
I just come by with a dog on a leash
okay.
that has a tennis ball in its mouth.
Oh,
What
shit,
do
it's a
you
blind
look
guy.
like?
I
Is that an
am
organic dog?
an incredibly insecure Marine.
Oh.
Like the machismo style, where I look like I'm so roided out with toxic masculinity that I could break your neck for looking at me wrong.
We're all gonna die.
It's Horus Mark II. Son of Horus.
Son of Horus.
No,
What's
Horace
your
had
name?
a daughter and she's
Horace.
gone
Oh,
It was in the tragic backstory. not
Horace the
Mark.
Black Flame Dragon level 2.
You're gonna meet Horace's daughter as an android that month.
Oh.
now. That'd be fucked up.
Have some ham salad.
Pets are extra this day. We have a policy, you know.
Fuck your policy.
Oh, tough crowd. It was a joke. I don't even charge you to stay here. you pay for booze, you pay for food,
I feel bad for the
you pay for
dog.
bullets.
holy shit! I can buy a jetpack.
Oh, does your dog like mystery meat? We have lots of mystery meat.
Yeah, you
Keeps
could.
turning
You
up.
could buy a jetpack.
You'll eat whatever I
She
feed.
goes, "Okay, I'm like, huh? Yeah.
Thought you were asking if the dog likes mysteries, like a Scooby-Doo joke.
Oh, that would also be interesting.
My dog likes killing. So do I.
What kind of dog is it?
Fuck you.
I was asking out of character.
That's what brand is.
You'll find plenty of things to kill in the deep, yes.
It's a wiener dog.
I went.
With anger over
I went to the pet generation store where they synthesize biologically an animal for you, and it asked breed, and I typed fuck you, and this is what came out.
Ah, I see.
It looks very, very not okay.
Poor little guy.
Like if you crossed a pit bull with a Doberman, but wrong.
Oh.
Like, you didn't breed them together, you fused them together.
A little bit of Full Metal Alchemist action.
But it has very articulate paw fingers, so it can be jury rigging.
That's horrifying. So it's like a pit bull body, but with really long Doberman legs, and then like monkey paws on the end,
And a huge snout.
and a huge snout. So it is a wiener dog.
And everyone just accepts us as a dog. These are the kinds of fucked up dogs you see in the deep future in space, so.
I'm wearing army fatigue, so this retarded ass animal fits.
Yeah.
Poor little guy.
I am the jarst of jarheads.
The jars of jar heads.
My name is Dickie Manlove.
What patch does Dickie Manlove have?
I am my brother's keeper.
Excellent.
Alright.
This dog is my brother.
I see.
Brothers in arms.
Yeah, I got that.
Doesn't he have don't worry about it. It's fine.
It is the cutest
Anyways,
dog I've ever seen.
I believe this group was looking for a new guide down in the deep. I know you. Have you been before? I don't recognize you.
Now, I was recently forced off ship because
I
I
see.
put my CO in a body cast for making gay jokes. I'm not gay!
I see. Yes. Yes, no. Understood. Dickie Manlove. Yeah.
That ejects a shell sword.
Yes, very well, very well. So these fine scientists have a lot of money, and they may be willing to pay to take them into the deep. I'm sure they could use a big, strong protector like yourself.
You coming on to me, boy?
You look like you're
No.
good at killing.
I am.
That's exactly what I'm
That's
saying.
what I was born for.
That's.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
How much would it cost for a day in the deep?
Bullets.
How much is bullets?
I don't.
About 500 credits per magazine.
Alright,
You keep me loaded and I'll keep killing.
alright, so we can do that, right? That sounds good. That sounds good to both of y'all. We just gotta buy some bullets and he'll, use them.
We have plenty of SMG rounds. Those will be cheaper, but. What type of ammunition do you take, Mr. Manlove?
Shotgun!
Shotgun. Oh yes. Okay.
I
So
would be-
500 credits per.
I like to be up close.
per
You
round.
gotta
I
get it
didn't
on.
ask.
Yeah, you got it.
I'll buy him
Have you ever
10.
been tested for magnesium deficiency?
I'll buy him 10.
I don't like your
of
words.
those.
It's fair.
All right, you get 10 more reloads of shotgun.
That's 40 more rounds. So now I have 50 shells with a gun that does 40-10.
Excellent. Let's go.
So
I
that's,
like you, kid. You're supporting the cause.
that's better than the last guy.
I'm gonna buy another 5 shells for you.
Excellent.
So that's 50,000.
I think we're gonna get along just fine.
Does your dog need bullets too, or do something else?
Huh?
Does your dog need bullets?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, well, you said brothers not, so I just figured, you know,
Very nice.
Can
I want to install a gun on his skull so that he can bark and they die.
I think that's doable, right? It makes
that
smart
might,
guns that do
that
that,
might be
right?
doable, actually.
How much is a dog skull gun? Because I don't see it on the list.
This will take some weeks of importing, but I think we can get this done.
It's a very important task.
You see, there is cybernetics in this universe, so we just need to import them and, you know, Laura
Oh,
can
we're going to
install them.
physically install it into the dog.
You're gonna be a robot.
Wait, how else would you get the gun?
Cyborg.
I thought I was just going to strap it onto his little
Robot.
Oh,
head.
that's stupid. That would never work.
I'm sorry. My bad.
If you're not doing open brain surgery, then what's the point?
It's true. It worked for her.
So, am I advanced any further in the church now that I've had the special sacrament?
I don't think so. I mean, they definitely greet you more openly, like, but
Okay.
they already were kind of greeting you pretty openly. So
Okay.
yeah, it's just, you know, you're welcome to the sacrament at any time as always.
I succeed on all combat checks lower than 67.
Excellent.
So, Dickie, is there anything else you need to
Dick.
protect
Can I
us?
call you Richard?
No. Who the fuck is Richard?
I thought that was your name.
No, it's,
Dickie.
it's Ricky.
It's Dickie.
Don't
What is your
just-
dog's name? What is your dog's name?
Is his name Richard?
I don't know.
I was gonna call him Richard.
Can we call him Saki?
I don't care. It's a dog.
Saggy knew.
It's just good math aside.
I
Alright.
prefer Richard. I just want to.
Dickie and Richard is a hilarious combo, to be fair.
I want you to know that this name came from actual teachers I had who got married.
Wow. Excellent.
Richard married a woman named Manlove and didn't take her last name, which was unfortunate.
Oh,
That is very unfortunate.
So what does
An
How was
incredible
that
Steph's
blessing.
character get for setting a new record here, Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
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 We got a new
Family
record.
comes from the Isle of Man.
Assuming you don't die in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, there was an optional skill in here somewhere. I don't remember an optional rule in here somewhere, I should say, but I don't remember exactly what it was. I think you rolled a certain number of d10s and added that to your skills.
It's a shame I don't get anything.
You survived too damn long, like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, we did you a favor by hiding behind you before you got to an unreachable level.
I could have just stayed alive.
You say that, but you didn't.
It's your
I did the best I could with the weapons you allowed me. I shined the flashlight at it and kept it occupied.
You had a gun.
I had a gun that had no ammo.
It's
I had
your
a gun.
fault.
I used the gun. It just happened to do nothing helpful.
I have to say I was better, I think, with the machete than you were.
Nah.
I killed the damn
Does he happen to have 4 jetpacks he could sell me?
You're gonna tie one to each of the dog's legs.
I'm 4 and the really small one.
No, you just buy a rope.
He plays Minecraft. He just needs a lead. No matter where he
Yep.
goes, the thing just
I
flies
do
along.
already have a leash.
Well, there we go.
Let's go, dog.
Poor little guy. I'm gonna
It's
get stand there.
750,000 per jetpack.
You guys are gonna save this dog for this.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
hope
it's
so.
jetpacks. That'd be awesome.
How much money do you have now?
A lot.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some of that James guy.
You can buy the loader suit from Alien.
Can you put the dog in?
I
Oh
don't
my
see
God.
why not.
Yeah.
It's got little.
Here I am,
paw
broke
hands.
ass.
Like a little rat. Is it just a really large rat?
No, it's
Jack
clearly a
Rat.
fuck you.
That's fair.
Clearly.
I like to think that was a breed somebody created somewhere and named it fuck you.
Like any program, there's 1,000 different mixes of just like, I'm tired of naming these. Fuck, bitch, A, B, D.
New dog, parentheses 3.
Yep.
Final for real.
Dog.
Dog.
Dog with a space afterwards.
So it's in here somewhere, sorry.
If you've got that much money, Steph, you might want to, invest in the advanced battle dress there.
Advanced battle dress. Is that under
Armor.
armor?
Gives
That's
you,
armor.
gives you an AP of 10, but a damage reduction of 3 before you even get to the
Wow.
AP
How much does that cost?
of 10.
120,000.
120,000.
Is that after our...
Include certain cause body camp. Oh, it includes the body camp.
Oh, I can't afford it anymore.
Times 10.
Radiation shielding, exoskeletal weave, which gives you advantage on strength checks.
I could use that in a combat HUD. We'll play the hide behind me game, but for real this time.
Does he have 4 of them?
For what?
Advanced battle dress.
As many as were in the thing.
Yeah, the 120,000 is after the times 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will buy us
Wow.
each one then.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
You're buying Dickie something and you just beg?
I really
You are
want to
generous.
get on his good side.
So long as he
Wow.
is
like
you know.
some Dickie.
feeling
I
like
do.
wearing a dress.
It's okay. It's not gay.
It's not
It's a
good.
battle kilt.
Exactly.
Gonna wear the battle dress going into the
That's
to next
480,000.
time we go out.
Dickie's definitely gay. No man has ever been this closeted. We've advanced as a society by this point where it's not even a problem. No one cares, but he does.
It's a family tradition, unfortunately. You're a bad influence on this dog.
The dog is a hermaphrodite.
Oh God.
He doesn't know. He will never know.
Why can I not find this? We'll figure it out between sessions. I'll find it somewhere.
Okay.
For now, I assume you guys all go down to the deep at
Yes.
some point.
Gotta
Okay,
get to killing.
back down to the regular dock.
Yes.
Okay. Not to the dock filled with android bodies.
Well, we've locked that from the
Well,
inside.
it would take a while to get back in, probably.
Probably. There were other doors, but yes, that's true. You couldn't get through that airlock. So,
I believe there's 2 more of those storage containers
probably.
to open up if you want to unleash
You
more.
can see what happened with them.
I'm not convinced that would affect my new character.
You have arrived. Katie says,
I better not get empathy. I swear to God.
best of luck on your first trip, and all of you get a D10 of Ben's.
Thank you.
Good.
You
The,
start at
the one
10.
thing that I didn't clear while we were there.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Alright.
I am the least bends possible.
5. I am now 46 bands.
I'm right
That's
behind
pretty
you at
bendy.
44.
That's pretty bendy, yeah.
You were practically Gumby.
I immediately start marching ahead.
Yep. As soon as you get through the doors, you hear, "Hello, unregistered user."
It's gonna
This is
ask you.
Monarch.
It's gonna ask you to do things for it. You should say yes.
I'm completely ignoring the robot voice because I ignore all PA intercoms back when I was on the ship.
It's okay. He's with us.
Can you please identify your new team member,
That's Ricky.
Ricky?
Dickie!
I think he goes by Dickie.
Dickie, Agent Dickie. Do you accept employment by Monarch?
He does.
I'm like checking corners and moving forward and just ignoring it.
He's got spirit.
And user Zane, do you also accept employment by Monarch?
Thought I already had, but okay.
You're unconscious.
Oh yes, oh yeah. I think you had suggested it, but the team hadn't fully locked in yet. So
Okay.
it's Agent Zane, Agent Dickie.
Ricky.
Are you on board?
guys know my name.
Guess we
You
told
just-
him.
Just
yelled
told
it.
it.
You yelled it out. He can hear everything you do here.
Agent Richard, do you also accept?
That's the
Is there a
dog.
nearby speaker I can shoot?
It may even know.
I immediately shoot the speaker for saying the wrong name.
Oh goodness.
It may even know you whether you talk to it or not.
He's a little jumpy, but he's okay.
You start to hear crackling through the radios in your helmets. Apologies. Agent Dickey, do you accept?
What's going on?
It's our
I am
employer.
I run this station.
It's an
I am offering you
evil.
employment for possibly millions of credits. All you may have to do is occasionally steal something or kill something from me.
Kill! I can do the killing.
Very well. Can I take this as an acceptance of your employment?
What do I get to shoot?
Moving to that.
Bob.
Yeah.
I will
First
take
we
this
gotta
as
shoot
an
Bob.
acceptance of your employment. Does your dog, Richard, also accept employment?
I just look at it. It looks at me and whimpers because it doesn't like when I look at it.
Half the time you look at it, you just beat it.
It'll do whatever I want it to do,
I
goddammit.
need to rescue this dog.
I will take that as an affirmative. Your first task, now broadcasted to all of you again, is to locate a data drive in a place called the Gutter. It is on floor 2.
Which floor to?
The actual floor.
What do you
Okay.
mean, which floor 2? The floor 2. It is a shanty town of rejects. You may deal with them as you wish. I have no need of them. I have only need of the data drive.
Hey Dickie, how do you wish to deal with them?
Is Bob still alive?
Bob has been done.
Bob has been dealt with.
Oh man.
Bob's still alive. They just made him go somewhere else.
Bob just transforms into Jimmy. When Jimmy dies, he goes back to being
Well,
Bob.
thankfully, I have some tools with us that will allow us to repair the elevator, which will allow us to get to floor 2.
It's a surprise tool we use later. Mickey Mouse.
I'm like nudging the corpse with the gun.
It's already dead.
It better be.
Oh god, I hope
think
he
it
doesn't
is.
find Jimmy.
Oh yeah, that would be bad, wouldn't it?
For Jimmy.
Yeah, but we'd have to buy more shells for no reason.
I have 54 plus more.
Yeah, but like,
I don't think I'll live long enough to use these.
Jimmy,
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Jimmy is harmless.
he's not armless though, which is the issue.
Well, yes, but
Who
He's
got
kinda
my
got-
old mining laser that does a D100 damage?
Did anybody take that?
You took everything
well,
of value that
it
I
was
didn't.
assumed by Jordan that you all took everything that might
That's true.
potentially be
I didn't
useful.
see that on here, so. Is that on
I
there?
am impatiently waiting on the elevator.
I'm gonna get in the elevator. I'm gonna use
Oh, okay.
my
Give
electronic
yourself
tools
a
that I
mining
just bought
laser.
to try to repair the button to floor 2.
Alright.
That is. Oh, that's.
Oh, did we do the sacrament to get rid of doomed?
Yes,
Yes.
that's why you were rolling that sanity check that you failed,
That was okay.
and that got rid of all your stressy poo too.
Okay.
Where is mining laser?
It is a laser cutter.
But
Yeah.
where is it? Because I don't see it.
It's under equipment. No, go back up.
Man, that app is so much easier than just writing it down on a
Well,
fucking
I see it
sheet.
under-
I don't know. Because
I
It
saw it
would be.
before. It's it's underneath weapons.
I looked under
Trust
weapons.
fancy devices.
Is my phone a clanker there?
Laser cutter.
Oh. Cool.
Right. Now I roll intellect to
loading
try to
down the
repair
stuff.
that.
Yes, intellect, please. Indeed.
What are you repairing?
The button in the elevator. Success.
Good job.
I did immediately gain stress.
You pull one of the buttons off the floor,
Congratulations,
put
Bessie.
it back in, screw it in. Connect some wires back together.
I do this for a living now.
My dog has a 63 in jury rigging.
Wow.
What?
Gets his little fingers close to the tail.
That is the most helpful dog I've ever met in my life.
Why is that a thing?
I've met some helpful dogs before.
You're like soldering some wires together, and you go to release one of them to pick up another tool that just stays in place, and you look up, it's because the dog is like holding it there.
Does it have a prehensile nose?
It's intended.
It's been bioengineered real good by someone much smarter than me.
Yes.
Wow.
It lifts up
Just
a
strangely
paw, it's got a
human
full
hands for-
human hand.
Yeah.
I have a +10 in zoology. I want to study this dog.
Excellent.
Why do you have?
Because I'm
It's one of
I'm a
Taylor's characters. Why would it not?
Do you just close your eyes and
literally yes for this character.
Alright.
Fucking Bessie. The zoologist.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you guys take the elevator, and it arrives at the top of the floor. This is the last thing I'll say before we end for tonight, but you arrive in an executive lounge. The elevator gets to the top, the doors swing open, and on the wall right outside the door, like before you get into the actual lounge area, there's a couple fake plants scattered around. Some of the branches are a little broken. Looks like nobody ever came by and like taped them back up in position or anything like that. Scrawled on the wall is the word Eden. Yeah, there is a airlocked door leading out. There is a bunch of portraits of Cloudbank executives that have all had like their eyes scratched off and like scars scratched up other, like they're all defaced in some way or another. Some of them have been like drawn crying or like just slashed up with a bunch of knives stabbed into the painting, things like that. But a lot of paintings of previous executives here, none of them intact. Everybody give me a fear save.
Failure.
Failure.
So many 80+ rolls tonight.
Failure.
I fail.
And you can see some faces peeking at you from the other side of the airlock. Just a bunch of bald heads sticking their heads around the corner. All
But
just
they
looking
each
at
only have 2 eyes,
you. They each only have 2 eyes.
and that's okay.
Oh no, we found.
Is the airlock door open?
I rolled my
Closed.
exact fear number, which is apparently a
That's what I'll
fail.
pick up next time.
I'm upset that I
Thank you,
can't shoot
Jordan.
them.
Classic.
Tell you, I want to be eating ice cream every 50
Eating
to
ice
20
cream,
minutes.
yes.
So do we pick up a stress then for
Stress
failing?
failed roll, yep.